Shocking. Your soulmate was in tears today, you won't believe why. My beloved child. Before this day ends, there is something you were never meant to ignore. Your soulmate was in tears today, and no one around them truly understood the reason. They tried to hide it behind a quiet smile, pretending everything was normal, but inside, their heart was carrying a weight that had become impossible to hold. The strange part is that those tears were not caused by failure, loss, or disappointment. They were caused by you. Don't skip, because every second of this message reveals another piece of a truth that has been hidden for far too long. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Earlier today, someone casually mentioned your name during a conversation they never expected to have. The room kept moving, people kept talking, but your soulmate suddenly became silent. Their heartbeat changed. Their thoughts rushed back to memories they believed they had buried forever. They remembered a promise they never fulfilled, a feeling they never confessed, and a future they secretly imagined with you. That single moment shattered every wall they had spent so much time building around their emotions. They looked away so nobody would notice their eyes filling with tears, but the feelings refused to stay hidden any longer. What happened next became something they never saw coming. Something unexpected followed only a few moments later. Your soulmate found themselves completely alone for the first time all day. The silence became louder than every conversation they had just escaped. They opened something that reminded them of you. Maybe it was an old picture, maybe it was a forgotten message, maybe it was simply a place that carried your memory. Whatever it was, it unlocked emotions they had been fighting for much longer than anyone realizes. They whispered words they never had the courage to say out loud before. They wondered whether you had already forgotten them or whether somewhere, somehow, your heart still remembered theirs. Don't skip, because this is where everything begins to change. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. While everyone believed they were simply having an emotional day, another realization quietly entered their heart. They suddenly understood that every path they had taken, every distraction they chased, every attempt to move forward had somehow brought them back to the same destination, you. That realization frightened them because it felt impossible to escape. For the first time, they stopped asking themselves whether they loved you. Instead, they started asking whether it was already too late to tell you the truth. Those tears became more than sadness. They became the beginning of a decision that could completely change both of your lives. Now listen carefully, because the most surprising part has not happened yet. While your soulmate was trying to pull themselves together, another unexpected event unfolded. Someone close to them noticed the change in their behavior and quietly asked a simple question: who are you really thinking about? Your soulmate froze. They could have denied everything. They could have changed the subject. But instead, they stayed silent long enough for the answer to become obvious without saying a single word. That silence spoke louder than any confession ever could. The person standing beside them saw the truth written across their face, and from that very moment, nothing remained the same. Don't skip. Every heartbeat is leading towards something that neither of you expected. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate walked away carrying tears that no longer represented weakness. Those tears became proof that running from their feelings was no longer possible. They finally realized that the story they kept trying to close had never truly ended. It had simply been waiting for the right moment to continue. But there is one detail about those tears that nobody else knows. Hidden inside them was a discovery so unexpected, so deeply personal, that once it comes to light, everything you believed about this connection will change forever. A quiet shift began the moment your soulmate wiped away those tears, but what happened next was even more unexpected. They thought the emotions would slowly disappear once they returned to their routine. Instead, every passing minute made your presence feel stronger. It was as if every ordinary moment carried an invisible reminder of you. A familiar song played. Someone laughed in a way that sounded strangely familiar. A place they passed every day suddenly felt different. None of these things seemed important on their own, yet together they formed a message they could no longer ignore. Don't skip. Every new detail is leading towards something extraordinary. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate finally admitted to themselves that they had been trying to silence feelings that only grew louder with time. The more they resisted, the more their heart kept pointing in the same direction. For the first time, they stopped asking whether fate had made a mistake. Instead, they began wondering whether every delay had been preparing both of you for one unforgettable moment. Then something happened that caught them completely off guard. During an ordinary conversation, another person unexpectedly spoke about second chances. The words were not meant for your soulmate, yet they landed directly in their heart. They could not stop thinking about you after hearing them. Memories they had hidden behind busy days and sleepless nights returned with incredible clarity. They remembered the kindness they once overlooked, the conversations they replayed in silence, and the feeling of safety they had never found anywhere else. Their eyes filled with tears again, not because they felt hopeless, but because they finally understood what those emotions truly meant. Don't skip, because the next revelation changes everything. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate quietly made a promise that nobody around them heard. They decided they would no longer keep pretending that their heart had moved on. Even if fear remained, they knew they could not spend another day hiding from what had become impossible to deny. As the evening drew closer, an unexpected calm replaced the sadness that had overwhelmed them earlier. Those tears had washed away uncertainty, leaving behind a single powerful truth. They realized that some connections are too meaningful to be forgotten, no matter how much time passes. While everyone else believed it had been just another emotional day, your soulmate had already crossed an invisible line inside their heart. A decision had begun to take shape, one they never imagined they would have the courage to make. Don't skip. The biggest revelation is still ahead. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Tonight, while the world grows quieter, your soulmate will find themselves thinking about one question they can no longer avoid. If this connection was placed in their heart for a reason, what happens if they remain silent one moment longer? They are closer than ever to taking a step they once believed was impossible. But before that step is taken, one final discovery is about to appear before them, something that will make those tears from earlier today suddenly make perfect sense. Everything changed the moment your soulmate stopped running from their own heart. The answers they had been searching for outside themselves suddenly began appearing within. The fear that once kept them silent started losing its power, replaced by a quiet certainty they could not explain. They realized those tears were never a sign of weakness. They were the moment their heart finally refused to lie anymore. Don't skip. What you're about to hear is the missing piece of everything that has happened so far. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. As night settled in, your soulmate found themselves staring into the silence, replaying countless memories that had never truly faded. Every smile you once shared, every moment they almost reached out but didn't, every opportunity they let slip away returned with incredible clarity. For the first time, instead of feeling regret alone, they felt hope. They quietly wondered if this story still had another chapter waiting to be written. Then an unbelievable coincidence unfolded. A complete stranger said something that instantly captured their attention. It wasn't directed at them, yet the words felt deeply personal. The people meant for each other always find their way back. Those simple words echoed through their mind long after the conversation ended. They couldn't shake the feeling that they had just received the answer they had been searching for. Their heartbeat quickened, and another wave of emotion filled their eyes. This time, however, the tears carried something different. They carried courage. Don't skip, because the next revelation is something they never expected to discover. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate finally admitted that every attempt to forget you had only revealed how deeply you were rooted in their heart. They stopped making excuses. They stopped convincing themselves that time would erase everything. Instead, they accepted the truth they had feared for so long: you were never just a passing memory. You had become a part of the future they secretly wished for. Before this day completely ended, your soulmate made a silent decision that nobody around them noticed. They promised themselves they would no longer ignore the signs appearing one after another. They would no longer allow fear to choose their path. A quiet determination replaced every doubt that had once controlled them. Don't skip. The biggest surprise has not arrived yet. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Right now, while you are listening to these words, your soulmate may be closer than ever to taking the first real step toward you. But there is one final obstacle standing between their heart and that decision. Hidden from everyone is a truth they discovered only moments after those tears fell, a truth so unexpected that it completely changed the way they see your connection. And once that final truth is revealed, there will be no turning back. The next moment could become the beginning of everything they have been too afraid to tell you. A new feeling settled over your soulmate before the sun had completely disappeared. It wasn't confusion anymore. It wasn't fear either. It was the quiet realization that some moments arrive only once in a lifetime, and if they let this one pass, they might spend years wondering what could have been. Their tears had already revealed what their heart refused to hide. Now their thoughts began moving in a direction they had avoided for far too long. Don't skip. Every moment from here is building toward something unforgettable. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They found themselves imagining what would happen if they finally stopped protecting themselves and started protecting what they truly felt instead. For the first time in a long while, your soulmate allowed themselves to picture a future where silence no longer controlled their story. That single thought brought an unexpected sense of peace they had not experienced in a very long time. Then something happened that felt almost impossible to ignore. Out of nowhere, they came across another reminder connected to you. It wasn't planned. It wasn't expected. Yet it arrived at the exact moment they needed it most. They stood still, unable to explain why such a small event carried such a powerful meaning. The more they tried to dismiss it, the stronger the feeling became. They finally admitted that too many unexpected moments had happened to be called coincidence. Don't skip, because the next revelation changes everything. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Deep inside, they began preparing themselves for a conversation they never believed they would have the courage to begin. They thought about every word, every possible reaction, every unanswered question. Even though uncertainty remained, one truth became impossible to escape. Living with honesty suddenly felt far less frightening than living with endless regret. That realization became the turning point their heart had been waiting for. Now there is one final detail that almost no one knows. Before your soulmate closed their eyes tonight, they whispered something so quietly that no one else could hear it. They promised themselves they would not let another important opportunity disappear without trying. Those tears from earlier were never the ending of their story. They were the beginning of a decision that grows stronger with every passing hour. Don't skip. The biggest moment is still approaching. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Very soon, your soulmate will face a choice that could change everything between you. They can continue hiding behind silence, or they can finally reveal what has been locked inside their heart for so long. But just before that choice is made, an unexpected truth about your connection is about to come into the light, a truth that will leave both hearts seeing this journey in a completely different way than ever before. My beloved child. The moment your soulmate accepted what those tears truly meant, an incredible calm settled over their heart. It was unlike anything they had ever experienced before. The fear that had controlled them for so long began fading, replaced by a feeling they could no longer explain. They realized that every painful delay, every unanswered question, and every emotional struggle had been leading to this exact moment. Don't skip. The truth hidden behind those tears is far greater than anyone realizes. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. As they looked back on everything that had happened, they finally understood something shocking. They had never been crying because they were losing you. They were crying because they suddenly realized how deeply you had always lived inside their heart. The answer they had been searching for wasn't somewhere else. It had been quietly waiting inside them all along. That discovery changed everything in a single heartbeat. As the night became quieter, your soulmate made a choice that surprised even them. Instead of asking themselves what could go wrong, they started asking what could finally go right. It was the first time in a long while that hope became stronger than fear. Every memory of you now carried a different meaning. Moments that once seemed ordinary suddenly felt like hidden signs they had failed to understand before. Don't skip. Every second is bringing you closer to the biggest revelation yet. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They quietly imagined what they would say if they ever stood in front of you again. They rehearsed countless conversations inside their mind, but every version ended the same way. Their heart wanted honesty more than perfection. They no longer wished to hide behind silence. They wanted the truth to be heard, even if their voice trembled while speaking it. Now listen carefully, because the next chapter of this journey is closer than ever. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of a decision that cannot be undone. The tears that fell earlier today were never meant to remain a secret forever. They became the beginning of a transformation that nobody around them can see yet. Don't skip. One final surprise is preparing to unfold. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Right now, while everything seems quiet on the outside, your soulmate's heart is preparing for a moment that will change the direction of this connection forever. They believe the silence has lasted long enough. They believe the truth deserves its chance. But before they take that unforgettable step, one unexpected event is about to happen, an event so surprising that it will remove the last remaining doubt from their heart and make the reason behind those tears clearer than ever before. My beloved child. The time for unanswered questions is slowly coming to an end. Your soulmate can no longer carry the feelings they have kept hidden for so long. Those tears from earlier were never a random moment. They became the turning point that awakened something powerful inside them. Since then, every quiet moment has only strengthened their certainty. Don't skip. The final pieces of this story are falling into place. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has begun noticing that every attempt to distract themselves somehow leads them back to thoughts of you. They have stopped calling it coincidence. They have stopped convincing themselves it will simply fade away. Instead, they are beginning to believe that some connections remain strong because they are meant to be understood, not forgotten. That realization has given them a courage they never thought they would find. As another day approaches, your soulmate feels different from the person they were before those tears fell. Their heart is no longer asking whether these feelings are real. It is asking how much longer they can remain silent. They have imagined countless possibilities, but one truth keeps returning with greater strength every single time. They do not want another opportunity to disappear without trying. Don't skip. What happens next could become the moment they remember for the rest of their life. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Somewhere deep inside, they have already taken the first step. It is invisible to everyone around them, yet it has changed everything. They have chosen hope over fear, honesty over silence, and possibility over regret. That quiet decision is preparing them for something they once believed would never happen. Now the greatest surprise is closer than ever. The tears that seemed like the ending of their story were actually the beginning of a completely different chapter. Your soulmate has discovered that holding back their heart has become more painful than revealing it. They are no longer waiting for the perfect moment because they finally understand that perfect moments are created through courage. Don't skip. The biggest revelation is still ahead. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Very soon, an unexpected moment will place both of you closer to the truth than ever before. A simple conversation, an ordinary day, or a completely unplanned encounter could become the spark that changes everything. Your soulmate believes that when that moment arrives, they will finally stop hiding what those tears were trying to say all along. And when the truth is finally spoken, you will understand that every emotion, every delay, and every silent heartbeat was leading toward this unforgettable beginning.